What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. This is part 10 of the GTR build series. Guys, on this part of the series, we are going to be installing the final touches, just pretty parts. Fuel pumps is probably the biggest thing. That's in the back part. Before I keep going, we're going to go ahead and install this brand new cowl for the GTR here. I waited to the end because I place my tools here a lot. You know, when you're working on this stuff, you kind of just tend to put them anywhere. And I wanted to make sure we didn't mess up the brand new one. So here it is, brand new one. I'm not sure if part numbers matter to anybody Nissan stuff. I know it's a super channel, but that is the part number for the brand new cowl from Nissan. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one really quick, drop this one in, and start on the back. Actually, I'm gonna do the side skirts because the car's still lifted on the stands. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and do the side skirts first, then lower it, then move it forward so I'm not in the sunlight, and then start working the back to get to the fuel pumps. Well, while we're here, we might as well give this bad boy a little bit of attention here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I replace these nuts. Man, these look pretty bad. Alright, let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. I was able to clean up as much as I could here. I degreased it, wiped it down as best as I could. These over here, I try to take out these nuts over here that are rusted out, but the stud on the bottom is spinning. It's not a whole bolt that goes through, and I'm not gonna deal with broken screws or studs, so it's staying at that. This one I did replace. One was pretty rusted. The other ones look fine, so I'm gonna leave them at that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the cowl on now. Wiper cowls on, a new gasket. The gasket is separate from the wiper cowl, by the way, doesn't come together. Let's go ahead and put the wipers on, and I might go ahead and put the hood on now that my old man's here. Take advantage of that. Installed. My old man and my mom helped me out. Definitely the extra set of hands. We got it aligned, everything squared away. Next up, it's going to be the under hood liner or heat protector, heat shield, whatever you want to call it, with brand new clips. I think it's 11 clips that he told me. This is the part number. I know it says 10, but there's 11 in there, I think. This is the part number for the hood liner insulator. That's what it is. I'm sorry, hood insulator. Hood insulator. We're going to go ahead and put that on really quick. And yeah, I guess the bumper we're leaving for the end because we're going to change some screws. Then we're going to jump on the side skirts, kind of just start focusing on all the body parts. Then when the car's down, I'll do the fuel pumps. Alright, so hood insulator's on. I guess it was 10 clips, he just got me an extra one. But that's it, we're all pretty much done here in the front. Gonna go ahead and start on the side skirts now. Alright, I'm actually here on the table working on the side skirts. These things are like a 3-piece ordeal, so they require a nice little bit of assembly outside. I don't remember too much, I gotta go back in my pictures on my phone and see how they go. I believe it's something like this. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I gotta look through my pictures, but I just wanted to share that it's they're 3-piece on each side. So side skirt is fully assembled on the outside. Obviously we got the screws to go on the inside, but that goes on the body, and the clips obviously do the rest. So that's the driver's side. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the old clips on the body of the car right now. All these female sides. I'm gonna go ahead and take those out. All right, guys, got the driver's side skirt installed. I'm gonna go ahead and do the passenger side now. Just gonna need to get that on film. You guys already saw the step how it is, and see if I can finish that off so we could get started on the fuel pumps. All right, so both side skirts are on. Most of the body stuff is on. Just need the front bumper, literally. While I have it all up before I start the fuel pumps, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the front diff before I forget. We have diff oil over there. I'm gonna start putting in the coolant so I can start pouring down little by little. Engine oil, pretty much all the fluids in the car, so we don't have to deal with that stuff later. All right, so we are finally in the back. I took out the cover here so you can see everything we need to get out, just to make it to the top where the hanger is for the fuel pumps. I think there's like what, 18 bolts that we need to get out just to get this wall out. Then we got to take the battery out, all this electronic stuff out. Yeah, I just wanted to get it on video just so you guys can see how much stuff there is there before we even get to make it to the fuel tank. Feels like I've been taking bolts out for like the past 30 minutes already, man. I don't like to use power tools, I'm sorry. I have bad experiences. Things tend to break. Oh God, this thing's like 30 pounds. Oh my God. Well, the strapper needs to come out. So get the battery out. Oh, it's right there? Oh, it's not too bad. It's right here. It started raining, so came back in and guess we're gonna finish it off with the fuel pump. With the front bumper for today. Then I guess tomorrow we'll get back to the fuel pumps because we got to figure out how to take out the back seat, and I wasn't prepared for all of that. So we're gonna do the front bumper. Now we're gonna end it up the day for today. Just pop it in. All right, guys, welcome back. Last night I wasn't able to record everything, the GoPro ran out of battery, and honestly I just kept on going, and voila, it's on. I know, I'm sorry I didn't record on the film. Honestly, the GoPro ran out of battery. What do you think, buddy? You like it? So I ran out of battery, and I was just out here with the old man, and he helped me out, and we completely assembled everything together. Even the bottom diffuser, bottom lip, and the panel down there, it's all on. Even the carbon panel over here. So it's officially done here in the front. Only thing we're missing is one little fitting for a vacuum line, and that's it. It's completely finished here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the fuel pumps. I was kind of looking at a video from Adam LZ, I think it is, and it looks like it's a little nerve-wracking to get to the fuel pumps. So first thing I gotta do is take out the back seat because I need to access like 3 or 4 bolts from the inside to get the whole bracket out from the V-spec electronic stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the back seat out and start working on the fuel system back here, and that's it. And pretty much call Lance to get this thing rolling. So I'm back here where the back seat goes. Took off the bottom part first. You have 2 screws on here, one over here. Then you take out the backrest. Then you take out this panel here that has a bunch of 10mm bolts. And here we are. This is where all the electronic stuff that we need to get to is, and here are the two screws that are connected down here that I remember seeing from back there. And this is what I saw in Adam's video. There's a whole plug here that's like a computer that needs to come off, and that's bolted down, so we were never going to access that from the front. So let's go ahead and plug that out. So I got the V-spec, all these electronic stuff out. It's like a whole massive assembly here of electronics. All right, so we made it back here. Again, you have to take out the firewall from the back, pretty much firewall from the inside after the seats, and then those 4 bolts there, I think that has access to the top cover of the fuel pump, and then it should have that typical nut, you know, that all the cars usually have. All right, so here's the typical top of the fuel pump hanger. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug those plugs, and just so I can get the plugs out of the way and they're not bothering, and now I can get access to the hanger. This is what the top of the hanger looks like. I'm assuming one of these is the vent, probably this one, and this is feed and return. Gotta figure out if the new hanger accepts these type of hoses. If not, maybe we could just take them off and slip them on here, so we don't have to run new hoses. So that's going to be another challenge. So look at this. Some weird, I guess this is some type of like a siphon valve or something. There's a pump there. I see another assembly over there. Alright guys, so after kind of just looking at this briefly, I'm gonna go inside, look at the Radium website, mess around with the actual Radium hanger, try to make sense of it outside of the tank, because kind of looking at the factory one and the way it's set up, it does look it's a pain in the behind. So like I said, I'm gonna do some research, mess around with it, and come back and tackle it tomorrow or the day after and see if see how I get around this. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Another clip here. So I took the pumps to work today with me, and I actually put them over there. I started doing some research. This is what the setup looks outside the tank. I follow the instructions on the Radium website. It's actually not that complicated. This is a top hat, and this is where the pumps go. They go on this bracket. This bracket goes first on the car, and then they obviously go assembled. I just have them there to kind of have a visual how everything goes. And then obviously these two connect over here, and then these two are the ones that connect into the factory harness inside the car. So but yeah, just wanted to throw it out there. I watched that Adam LZ video, and I guess they were using a PHR bracket and it made things a lot more complicated, but the Radium kit is actually pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna take advantage now, take all the stock stuff out now that there's some sunlight before it gets dark, and drop the pumps in and just leave everything set already. So it's just all we gotta do is just the wiring outside. Take a little break here from the time lapse, because I know it's not getting much. It's literally everything's inside the tank, and by the time I stick my arm in there, we're going based on feeling. We can't really see anything, so I'm just gonna walk you through. So basically, that bracket that's there, let me get closer, that is the Radium bracket right there. Clicks into to place. This is what the stock one looks like. It literally just like kind of like snaps into place there. You just literally pop it out, no screwdriver or nothing. You can just pull on it and you hear it pop out. So that's the bracket there. And then one of them goes like this with 2 nuts at the end of it. Then the other bracket goes down, the other black one. They kind of just sit side by side, so the pumps just sit side by side on the bottom, and then 2 more nuts. So it's one of those things that you got to be very, very careful, concentrated. Sorry if I don't have any light. That you don't drop the nut. I dropped my light in there, believe it or not. It still works. Thank God for that. Look at this. I guess the gas expanded. Okay, well, it's that tank. It looks kind of hollow, but it's actually pretty deep. So so yeah, be careful you don't drop the nut. Otherwise, you're not gonna have a fun time, especially with fuel all the way down there. Look, the extremities of the tank down there. It's easily my whole hand. I had to go in there fishing for the light. So thank God that didn't get damaged. So yeah, be very, very careful, concentrated when you're putting the nuts. Do one at a time, and I will check back in after the 2 pumps are done, and then we'll do the electronic stuff. All right, guys. So this is what it looks like so far. The 2 pumps are in there. You can see 2 hoses. Put it in here. 2 hoses. The 2 pump wires, and then you have the factory leveler and sending unit over there. So we're gonna have to cut those wires now, crimp them, and attach them to the top hat. The Radium does provide a connector for that. I'm following their instructions here on the phone. So this is kind of what it looks like. We did this step here now. That's tight. So this is what we're doing now. We're crimping these over here now. So I'm about to install everything on the hat. So this is what we'll end up with here. 2 connectors, 1 for each pump. The 2 pumps, the lines, and this is for the level. And that's it. So uncomfortable to freaking get. Done. Just gotta do the connections now. That's it. I mean, well, just gotta plug in, drop it in. That's it. It's done. This is what it looks like outside. Sorry, drop my phone. The line setup here changes from the factory. Normally is return or out, return, and the crossover and the return switch. So pay attention to that. It says it clearly in the instructions. So the only thing we have left to do is the electronics, which is these 2 plugs over here. Gotta splice these cables. That's why I'm not gonna bolt it down, just in case we need to take the cover off and it's easier to work with. Check it out. Car is, I want to say, 98% done. All we're missing is the brake calipers. We still have not gotten enough. We still have not gotten them back from powder coating, but I mean, everything's on already. I figured I was gonna do the startup and whatnot in this video, but I think that deserves its own tone video. That's gonna be nice, and then maybe a little spin around the block, or whatnot. We just little cruise, just make sure everything's driving fine, and we'll get the reaction of the owner when obviously when he takes it for a drive. All right, so I'm not sure, I haven't recorded. Well, you guys saw the time lapse. I tried to give it a wash. Well, I did give it a wash and dried it, and then obviously it started freaking sprinkling, so I have to push it back in here. But yeah, I just wanted a different scenery outside, because it's always in here under the carport. So let me show you guys the engine bay, what the final product looks like. Super happy how this car came out, man. It was a big trouble and a lot of work, man, but definitely a learning experience for sure. Let's see here. All right, so I know I didn't record that in the last video, but that, or I haven't talked about that, but that's the oil catch can. That is the only position that we were able to find to make it fit. Obviously the fittings got to go on the top side because if it drains, you know, it levels up and then it goes down back into the intake, either to the turbo side or the intake side with the PVC valve. So that's how we set up the catch can. Obviously you have all fittings. Again, that is the best way we're able to make it fit. It's zip tight on right now. I haven't really tried it by itself. It's on there pretty sturdy, but I'm just kind of like, I want the hoses to kind of, you know, get some type of shape so it's not fighting it. And now we're gonna have to make like a custom made bracket or something for it, so it's not, you know, so obviously the cardboard's not there. I just don't want anything rubbing on the strut bar. But yeah, everything is on there, guys. You know, pretty happy how everything came out. I try to give it my best touch. You know, I'm very OCD with a lot of the stuff, and this is something completely new to me. Never done this before, so yeah. Check out the front bumper. Paint matches actually pretty good, to be honest. The German Shepherd always in the way. She does be on the camera. So yeah, we're waiting for Lance. I think he's gonna stop by tomorrow, and we're gonna turn it on or try to get everything sorted out. So again, guys, that'll be its own video. This video I was already editing it, and it has probably about like 20 minutes worth of content, so I think that's pretty long. I don't want to make a long boring video just to have a startup at the end. I'd rather have its own video, you know, and have that, you know, going for it. All right, guys, so I hope you like part 10 of the GTR build series. 10 parts already. Crazy. I never thought we were gonna do this much, but yeah, you know, we made it this far. Probably had the car ready for 3 months, and we finally got to the end of it. So remember to guys, check out the series. It's all linked together in the same playlist. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I will catch you guys on the next one for the startup, of course. Peace out, guys.